and paper artisans. It's Chandra with Stocks and Stuff. I am here for Crack the Vault. It is the third Friday of the month, 10 a.m., hosted by Poetspice. Please make sure that you watch all of the wonderful collaborators that are participating in this year-long collaboration. This is month 10, and this is the season where I'm either doing craft fair stuff or making cards. And since I'm not doing any craft fairs this year, I am making cards. So I have this whole collection of women empowerment, beautiful women stamps. And I have found some of these by just watching others' YouTube videos, and like, I gotta have it. And then I realized I put them away and I don't use them. So I wanted to pull this one out, and I'm not sure whose YouTube page I saw this on, but it's called Girls with Curls. It's a painted page by Danielle Mack, and I just did a simple stamp. I didn't do any coloring, I didn't do anything, but I just love the way it isn't, the full face or anything. I mean, the full head, and I just love the way it looks, and I just had to have it in my collection. And this was the very first time that I pulled it out, and I've had it a while. And so here is the card that I made. And I used I think it's called Country Corners die from Stampin' Up. I used the largest one. It's a layer die set. I think there's 7, and I used the largest one. And so I first just stamped her on a piece of white paper, and then I cut out, I die cut the shape out. And then I just went back and just stamped right on top of the whole layer. And I just did it in a really crisp black. I didn't, I was gonna do brown. I was just gonna play around, see how it looked, but then I really liked the way it looked, and so I just kept it and just used it. And this actually is a birthday card, but I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to use her. And so I really kept it simple on the front. And then I used the piece that I cut out, and I already signed it. I should have waited to after the video. And then I just added a couple of jimmies into the same layering paper that I used on this side. So there's that one. And then I had this hedgehog stamp because my youngest son has a hedgehog. And I got it, and I was like, will I ever use it? I don't know. It's too cutesy, but I decided to use it anyway. So right now, with everything going on in the world, it just really bothers him. He gets so caught up in, what's happening in the community, in the world, in, just in the country. And so I just wanted to send him some hedgehogs. And I had this card base already in my stash. Don't know why. Anyway, so I just grabbed it, and I didn't do any other paper. I just heat embossed these little hedgehogs on here. And then I did, since it was already a gatefold, I just, and I don't know if I had that in camera, I just used a scrap out of my stash. I stamped the sending hedgehogs and heat embossed that. And then I used this Amanda Gorman statement because it was just kind of about the world. And I just kept it simple, something to send to him, to let him know I'm thinking about him, and hopefully, he would just find some peace and not worry so much. So these are the 3 stamps that I used in my stash that I had not used in a long time. I don't think I had ever used that actual sentiment from that stamp. I think I had only used those 2. And then these are the 2 cards that I made. So there's my Crack the Vault contribution for October. I'm going to try to do something Christmassy if I can get to it, coming up next month. Thanks for watching.